Gemini wasn't messing around. They weren't just hyping the people up. They had something to put out there. And this article says this here: XRP traders on Gemini now have an opportunity to extend their exposure to the cryptocurrency as the US-based exchange officially launches XRP perpetual contracts. It says Gemini has finally unveiled the reason behind its latest social campaign around XRP. The exchange disclosed in a post on X this morning that it plans to launch perpetual contracts for XRP. It says, notably, the introduction of XRP perpetual contracts offers traders the ability to go beyond spot trading by allowing them to use leverage. Be careful with that leverage. It says, being perpetual contracts, traders can continue to hold their positions without any expiration date as long as they can cover their margin. All right. So, hey, listen, long as you deliver. I don't like when people get me hyped up for nothing. That's just not my way. XRP continues to have an extremely bright future. So now we just have a little bit more sprinkles on top, make it a little bit sweeter. If people want to use it in this particular way, you don't have to, but there's many options, obviously. It says, as a result of this, Gemini traders can now amplify their positions, potentially magnifying their gains as well as their losses. I'm glad you put that. I'm good job, writer, because a lot of people don't highlight the risk involved with some of these things here. Some people will take that chance and some people will probably win greatly, but you got to let them know, hey, listen, there's a flip side to this coin. You know what I mean? Just keep it real with the people. That's all I'm saying. It says here, as well as their losses by trading the contracts on Gemini derivatives platform. However, Gemini has confirmed that the platform is not available in the US, UK, and the European Union. Not yet. You're going to release it here, though, aren't you? Right? This is the recent development comes less than 6 months after Gemini introduced spot trading for XRP in the wake of an official listing. Recall that the exchange, which never supported XRP trading, listed the asset for the first time in August 2023, a few weeks after XRP gained legal clarity. Listen, this goes both ways. It's going to be a huge advantage, a huge gain for Gemini because, listen, everyone wants to get positioned as far as handling XRP before XRP goes nuts. And it's just a matter of time before XRP starts flying, going insane. There's quite a few actual bank coins and as well as utility coins, I think, that are going to go insane in this next bull run. But just highlighting XRP, they're all getting positioned. Why would they not want that flow? Why would they not want that capital coming to them? So they're just cutting themselves in. That's how I look at it. They're cutting themselves in because really it's a big benefit to them. And it can go anywhere and play with XRP on many different exchanges, right? I'll just keep it plain like that. All right. But this is a good thing nonetheless, right? Gives people more opportunity, more options and stuff like that. All right. So now we got a little XRP news out of the way. We'll get to a little bit more XRP related news because we have some bank news later. And you know what? Shame on me. Shame on me. I've been looking at the US banks too closely. And just once in a while, I look at like the European banks. But long time ago, we used to cover all the banks around the world. And I took my eye off the ball for a little bit as far as global banks, because they're all tied together. So we'll get to a little bit of that later because whoa, Nelly. Oh, I thought there was major problems in the US and Europe. I forgot there's massive problems around the world. Now, China is an exception because I always, just for some reason, news about China always pops up in my feeds. Always. So when I'm researching, I see all their problems they're having with their banks, with their shadow banks. So that's nothing new to us. We know that. They're so similar to the West. It's not even funny. But everywhere else can kind of fly under the radar, But we'll get to that article a little bit later in a later chapter. All right. So now let's get to a little bit of stellar news because they made a repost today. They're pushing this information once again, but you got to ask yourself why. This is getting really, really important. This is from stellar.org. They made a repost of this article here in this title, Stasis integrates EURS on the Stellar network. This is more of their stable coin push. Now, stable coins are are pretty much like a basic CBDC, which can be used if there's no CBDCs issued. Let's say they don't issue CBDCs in the United States or in other places around the world. We already know Europe is getting ready to roll things out. They're preparing already. So that looks like a done deal. But in the place of a central bank digital currency, stable coins would dominate. And Stellar wants that control. They want that power. They've been setting themselves up to be this main hub of stable coins, whether USDC or EURC or EURS, it doesn't make a difference. Stellar's like, let it all come to us, because they know, they understand all that capital flowing through them, all of that volume. Then you have surge pricing. Once the chain gets all clogged up, there is surge pricing on Stellar. Then every single wallet you have, let's say you have all these people around the world using these stable coins, using Stellar wallets. Well, every Stellar wallet has to hold a modicum of lumens. And make no mistake about it, once people start learning about XLM in mass, they're going to want to make some money. Probably just my humble opinion. I mean, there's so many ways that this could be big and beneficial. So Stellar isn't playing around. Now, why is this relevant? Because there was a political, I think it was a few political individuals in 2023 and now in 2024 who are going against the CBDCs in the US. They're saying they don't want CBDCs. They're saying, hey, we're going to try to stop CBDCs. And that movement is growing. Now, listen, I make money if the CBDCs are deployed. I make money if there's no CBDCs. Anybody who is in bank coins, there's almost, in my humble opinion, this is not financial advice, just my humble opinion, okay? There's almost no way we lose in this CBDC game, in my humble opinion. Either way, we win, right? But this says this here, Stasis, a trailblazer, in case you don't know about Stasis, because I don't know a lot about Stasis, so let's both get educated. Stasis, a trailblazer in issuing euro-backed stablecoins, and the company behind the EURS, has recently achieved a significant milestone by integrating with the Stellar blockchain. Of course, this happened a little while ago, but about 2 months ago, or maybe 3, something like that. This integration brings a new digital version of the second most widely used currency in the world to the Stellar network, broadening access to transparent and reliable euro-dominated stablecoins. Another thing, they understand that even with a CBDC deployed in Europe, a lot of companies are probably going to shy away from the CBDCs, and they're going to use stablecoins, regulated stablecoins, to replace the use of those CBDCs. As long as they're regulated, I don't think Europe really cares. Europe just wants that domination, that control, and doing away with, if they can, cash, like that paper fiat currency, so they can have more a deeper look into what's going on. Unfortunately, it's that way. So a lot of companies are going to probably just use stable coins to minimize that peeping that's going to be going on, right? Although the companies are going to say, well, we're going to report certain things. Yeah, certain things that you use a CBDC that you don't have to. I don't think you have to report anything. I think just based on them being able to track everything and see what you do, it does the work itself. But Stellar's like, hey, we're going to get in there. We're going to take some of that money also. I like stuff. Stellar is mysterious, funny, and they're very ambitious as well. So anyway, let's go here. They have another thing here. Now, what I'm really interested in, let's get to the second Stellar chapter here now of the video. And this is big. Now, this is what I want. Oh, man, I can't wait. So now we do have this little update on the date here. Protocol 20 vote. They made a post about this. Protocol 20 vote is 1 week away. Vote the right way. Let's get this party started. It's time. You see, smart contracts are all the rage. This is a no-brainer. But this is what it says. On January 30th, the network's validators will cast their votes. Upon approval, Stellar Network will immediately, I like the sound of that. Yeah, get straight to business. Don't waste any time. We got a lot of ground to make up, and we can dominate. We're cheaper. We're cheaper, faster than a lot of networks. We have more prestige. We can dominate. Bring that money right to us, Stellar. All right. Okay. Anyway, Just how I personally feel. You don't have to feel the same way. It says upon approval, Stellar Network will immediately switch from Protocol 19 to Protocol 20, which is they're dropping the bombshell is what they're talking about. Sorrow ban gets unleashed. I hope it's everything they've made it out to be. All right. It says, and then it tells them to please upgrade all of their mission critical software, of course. So once again, this happens on January the 30th. So we are close, folks. We are close to a new age for Stellar. Now, let's go here. Because I told you something's happening. Everything's bigger, better, faster, more partnerships. And it's starting to bear fruit. Look at this information here. This article is titled Global Crypto Ownership Explodes 34% in 2023, reaching 580 million users. Now, in the coming bull run, and of course, we have a little bit of a dip now, but that's just through manipulation. That's all that is. It will change. It always changes. This is nothing. We've been through worse, much worse. But now, picture when that bull run begins, a real bull run. I don't know what the heck all this is we're going through. I don't consider it a bull run. Somewhere in between, I guess. But no, when we get to a real bull run, things are going up. They're looking green. Stuff is starting to pop off. Lots of money is starting to flow. People are laughing. They're smiling. They're seeing nothing but teeth because things are so good. You might as well have a Tony Montana Scarface montage while all the money is going through the money printer. Everybody's laughing. They're on the phone because that's how it is in a real bull run. And when that time comes, you don't think that 34% explosion in crypto ownership, you don't think that 580 million users is going to come in handy? I beg to differ. The money, what's that thing that the kids say these days? The youth. The money might hit different this time. Yeah, I'm using youthful phrases today. It might hit different. If I'm using that expediently. Some people here might have to correct me or such. And you know what? I'm getting chills right now. I'm not even joking. I ain't going to take this off and show you all this buffness. I'm not going to show you all this buffness. Take this off here. I got my muscle shirt on. You know what I'm saying? But I got chills just thinking about that money. I am well positioned through hard work. So long positioning, just moving the pieces on the chessboard. I'm ready. I'm more than ready. Are you ready? I know a lot of you are ready. All right. Let me calm down. You know, I have to spit my fire every once in a while. Just every once in a while. So that's what it says there. Let's read just a little tidbit. Just a little tidbit. It says in 2023, the global cryptocurrency community witnessed a remarkable surge, with the number of cryptocurrency owners soaring by an impressive 34% from 432 million in January to a staggering 580 million by December. This insight, unveiled by Crypto.com's crypto sizing report, proves crucial for the finance market. Let's go down here. Oh, man, we're just dominating. I know, don't let the red fool you. We've been dominating. We've been positioning ourselves. We're going to take over. They can't stop us. They only delayed us. They didn't stop us. And then we're going to run them over like we always do. We're going to run them right over. They either roll with us or get rolled over. I know the bull run. It's just going to take a little time, but the bull run is coming. Simple as that. You could believe it. You don't believe it or not. It's up to you. It says, what's fueling the surge? ETH. Not to be outdone, witnessed a significant 39% surge in ownership, soaring from 89 million to an impressive 124 million over the same period. The driving force behind ETH's growth was the introduction of liquid staking. That's what I'm talking about. Staking is huge. Anything that offers people yield. With the trash yield that's out there, anything that offers people high yield, I don't know what Ethereum's yield is, that I'm assuming is better than savings accounts. The average savings account is offering what? Point? I have to laugh to even say point. Oh, my word. Point? Really? You want me? That's where you want me? You believe that I'm going to keep my money there? 0.46% annual percentage yield? What? What is that? That's nowhere. Listen, even CDs are better at 4.65%. I mean, I could go on and on, but look, I made a video in the members only section covering all of that stuff there. So you could get that in the members only section, but I'm pretty sure ETH's yield is better. Solana's at 8% annual percentage yield. Just to give an idea, like, and there's, I mean, listen, so staking is something that is huge, right? So if a protocol can offer that, they're probably, and they're respectable, they're legit. Yeah, they're going to draw a lot of interest from the people, in my humble opinion, especially when the bulk of society starts learning about that. It says this upgrade enabled staked ETH to be withdrawn after the transition to proof of stake blockchain, establishing a robust foundation for Ethereum's expansion. Exceptional monthly growth. And it says key influencers. Okay, well, let's see what they're saying. I want to see what they say here. Standout months for both Bitcoin and ETH were April and May, boasting exceptionally strong monthly growth rates of 5.1% and 6.7% respectively. Bitcoin surge during this period can be attributed to the momentum of Bitcoin ordinals, introducing the ability to mint NFTs on the Bitcoin network. I want to hear about this. What do they mean by influencers? It says key influencers. I guess they don't mean it in the way that I'm taking it, right? Yeah, I guess not. They don't talk about it. I guess they just mean like certain things that were happening. That's what I'm going to take it to mean. Now let's get to this banking information. So now this article here, right? And this is something that's happening around the globe. It's titled "Banks Back in Dire Liquidity Dearth." Dire. Crunch follows excess liquidity drop after CRR compliance. You mean to tell me that everybody raising their interest rates and removing capital from the circulating supplies that didn't add to it yet? Right. Okay. It says banks seem back in dire liquidity dearth as excess cash after maintaining CRR cash reserve ratio compliance squeezed under a highly contractionary monetary regime, officials and bankers say. Exactly, highly contractionary. Surplus credits available in the bank's vaults, the volume of excess liquidity, which includes various cash and cash equivalent assets, including treasury bills and bonds, along with cash reserves other than the liquid assets, also dropped significantly, stoking concern among the bankers. Listen, they haven't seen anything yet. If they're worried right now, if they're losing hair right now, losing sleep right now, they haven't seen anything yet. I'm telling you. All right, so now let's move on here. We're going to close out today with a little bit of gold. That didn't go smooth. A little bit of gold news, all right? All right. This article here is from fxstreet.com and it's titled Gold Price Forecast. XAU/USD seen higher at $2,250 by year end. Wait a minute, UBS. This is from UBS. Wait a minute, UPS. I said UPS. UBS. Sorry. My apologies. My prediction was 2,200. That's what I said, I think it could go there, but it's certain catalysts have to come into play. They have to come into play. We will see, but I call for 2,200 as that's where I believe it can go. We will see. Last year I said it could hit 2,100 and it did. This year I'm saying 2,200. I think that's reasonable. So you have UBS here calling for 2,250. I think that's also possible. Nobody has a crystal ball, not financial advice. OK, it says here gold made a swift turnaround in 2023, gaining more than 15%. Economists at UBS analyzed the yellow metals outlook for 2024. It says, quote, "We see upside for gold prices over the course of the year and like the yellow metal as a hedge within portfolios." Quote, "With Fed rate cuts likely to begin in the second quarter." You believe they're beginning in the second quarter? I've heard other professionals say otherwise, but yeah, maybe that happens. I just don't think they can do it that fast, but I could be wrong. The Fed is highly unpredictable. Okay, I'll take it. If they do it, I'll take it because then everything could explode. I hope, I'm just random thought, but I hope the dollar gets weaker. It was at 103 the last time I looked at it. We need a weaker dollar. Let's get that dollar a little bit weaker. And then gold will play also. Once again, a lot of different things will play. It says, we expect to see exchange traded fund demand for gold turning positive. Our December 2024 price target is $2,250, and we recommend adding fresh longs on dips below $2,000. Okay, I understand that, unquote. I understand that. Yeah, I get that. All right, so now that you have that information, what are you going to do with it? I know what I'm going to do with it. So until next time, everybody, let's get to the money.